welcome the technical officials on court number 1. Umpire Andrea Giappini from Italy and service judge Sven Thierry from Belgium. On court number 1, men's singles, from Ireland, Scott Evans. And he's facing...
Well, after that absolutely thrilling women's singles, we will be turning our attention next to men's singles, and the number 1 seed, Chong Wei of Malaysia, up against Scott Evans of Ireland. Following that, we'll have men's doubles, and Fuchs and Schuttler from Germany up against Denmark's very own Bo and Mogensen. Of course, Bo and Mogensen, World Championship and Olympic silver medalists, wanting to go one better here. Then men's singles, and Jan Jorgensen trying to become only the 3rd Dane to win gold in the men's singles. Mixed doubles will follow that, and then we will finish off with another men's singles. So plenty of action still to come here on 3rd round action. Last 16 of all the disciplines today. Everybody fighting for a place in the quarterfinals. So Chong Wei, the world number 1, 6th time at World Championships that he has been the number 1 seed. 3 times he's been a medalist, the Malaysian. 1 bronze going back to Anaheim in California in 2005. There he is, the 31-year-old from Georgetown, Penang. Last 2 World Championships, silver medalist, beaten in both finals by the Olympic champion, Lin Dan of China. So his opponent, the 26-year-old Scott Evans from Dublin in Ireland, but lives here in Copenhagen, has lived here since January 2005. This, a 3rd round encounter. The number 1 seed, Chong Wei, will it be finally his time to win the gold? So long he's battled, so long he's been world number 1, but never the gold medal at the World Championships. As you can see from his win-loss record for the year, very impressive indeed. He's played 7 individual tournaments. He's been in 6 finals, winning 4 of them. Now, as you can see, his 2 matches so far, first against the Korean Lee Dong-kyung, just 45 minutes for that one, and then yesterday against the very tall Dieter Domke of Germany, 35 minutes for that. 49 in the world ranking, Scott Evans. He has been as high as 39. And back in 2008, he became the first male player from Ireland to play at the Olympic Games. He's now a 2-time Olympian. Now, let me tell you, that first match was a walkover against the number 12 seed, Boonsak Ponsana of Thailand. Sadly, Boonsak Ponsana unable to make the journey here to Copenhagen because of injury problems. No trouble in his 2nd round. Well, this will be the 4th meeting between these 2 players. The previous 3 have all been won by the world number 1, Chong Wei. The last time they met was, in fact, last World Championships, right, very first round.
Scott Evans, Ireland. And on my left, Chong Wei, Malaysia. Chong Wei to serve, global.
He's from the technical officials on court.
So the world number 1, Chong Wei, gets this 3rd round match underway. And Morton, when we saw Chong Wei play yesterday, and indeed on Monday when he played against the Korean, but especially yesterday against Dieter Domke, he really looked very impressive indeed.
Yes, he did. I think that Chong Wei has got a very, very good start to this tournament. It's it's not so easy. He's an overwhelming favourite, but everyone there to beat him. And I think the first two matches really show that he's in good form, and I think he's really, really doing well. Looking forward to seeing this match, but if performance from the previous days is anything to go by, I think that Chong Wei will win this one in fine style.
Yeah. Well, for Scott Evans, this is his 8th consecutive World Championships, and this is the first time he's got through to the 3rd round. He's either lost in 1st or 2nd round in all 7 previous World Championships. 4 times 1st round, including in Guangzhou when he lost to his opponent of today, 21-14, 21-15.
I think the big problem for Scott Evans here will be that Chong Wei has got such a strong attack, and I think we will see how he's going to force his way through that defence. Evans is a quite natural attacking player. He loves to play his attacking play, but I don't think he's really getting time to play, and Chong Wei will really force him out of position most of the times. That's what we just saw here, but he's getting very well out of that one. And Scott Evans is having a very, very strict pattern to his play. We will see that his power smashes, the big smashes, always going straight, and when he's going cross-court, he will always play the slice shots. Obviously, I have the benefit of being able to watch him. As you say, he's been here since 2005.
Yeah.
So that's almost 9-10 years. And I've seen him every year play, and there's a very strict pattern to how he's doing it. So that's the power smash straight down the line. The first one he had the cross court from the forehand side. That one there. And here comes the power smash straight down the line.
Oh, that's lovely elevation from Lee Chong Wei on the jump smash. I mean, we've talked endlessly about his qualities, the Malaysian, but I'm going to say it again. He's so nice to watch. His movement, he's like a cat about to pounce on its prey. It gets down low. He's got low movement, but he hits high, jumps up to the shuttle, takes it early.
Yeah, he's wonderful to watch. Sometimes when he's playing, and he's playing against players, of his own standard, people really pushing him, he sometimes on occasions become what I would call a little bit naive when it comes to his game planning.
Yeah.
And that's what's letting him down when he's losing matches. As you said, he's been into 6 finals this year, but he's only, inverted commas, won the 4 of them, which means that on occasions he's up against players that are really pushing him on the day, and on those occasions I feel that he is sometimes a little bit naive in how he's approaching it.
It's interesting, his 3 losses this year, 2 in finals, 1 in a semi-final, to 3 different players.
Yeah.
Chen Long, Simon Santoso and Targo.
And Targo, yes, that was in Indonesia.
That's right.
Yeah. And when he's up against the players on their good days, you can see he's sometimes doubting his own game and ability, and that's denting him a lot when he's playing. And that's why when we watch him here, we've seen him play the first 2 matches of this tournament. We see he's full of confidence, and it's a good promise.
Yeah. This time defensive shot there from Lee Chong Wei. But it has to be said that Scott Evans is coming into these World Championships on the back of a tournament win in Brazil. Brazil International, where he beat Dormka in the final.
And that's a good win.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. And you've got to get that one away. The smash straight down the line from Lee Chong Wei. The first one have to go cross court. That defends this one here have to come cross court. Otherwise, he's just too quick attacking the next on the nets. So trying to get it away from him will be very, very important. But as I usually say, so much easier said than done.
Yeah. A little look back towards the line from Scott Evans, as if to say, should I have left that? I don't think he should. I think he was right to play it. Oh, it's called good. Well, both players. Oh, yes. He was walking off court for his mid-game interval.
It was out. It's definitely out.
Yes.
There's no doubt.
Yeah. Well, the challenge from Lee Chong Wei, obviously. Both players accepting that it was out.
Yeah.
Line judge getting it wrong on this occasion. The line judges, I have to say, in general, have been doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, and it's not easy. They sit there for hours and hours. Obviously, they are changing in shifts and all that, but they're still on for a long time.
Yeah, concentration level. Of course, we have the luxury of being able to see it again, and now the players have the advantage of the instant review, and Hawkeye has been asked to adjudicate. I wonder if Hawkeye realises that they're being asked to adjudicate, because this is taking an age.
Yeah.
They'll have a double mid-game interval, won't they? Here we go.
Here we go. I think we're having a little bit of problems here, technical problems.
Well, it is.
But there was a spot, did you see that spot in the first one that was outside that sideline?
Yeah.
So it's definitely out, but I don't know whether the umpire saw that.
Well, presumably the tournament referee and Hawkeye can send a message to the umpire, the chair umpire, and say, we have seen this, and so we've got the technical problems of getting up the animation up on the giant screen within the arena, because, I mean, quite frankly, this is a little bit nonsensical. They've had longer than their mid-game interval.
Once again, raising the hand, please come and help me.
Here we go, here we go. Good old Hawkeye.
You wait, you wait. It's still hanging there. Oh, here we go. Way out.
Way out.
Challenge successful.
Well,
11-5. Interval.
the two players having a little laugh and discussion. Now the coaches are allowed to come on, because it is indeed the mid-game interval. In fact, our head referee, Madame Isabelle Joubert of France, just coming on to have a word with the umpire and saying we've got this technical problem. I wouldn't be at all surprised, Morton, because, I mean, it is jolly warm in here. I know our colleagues have been talking about that, Richard and Jim. It's been warm in the arena, and the host broadcasters, the Danish commentators have all been wearing their shorts.
Yeah, we're the only one really keeping up the standards here. We don't bow to that kind of pressure.
No, this isn't like Asia. The heat of Jakarta or Kuala Lumpur.
Been there, done it, seen it.
Yeah, this is very pleasant. So anyway, the 6-point advantage in this opening game is with Lee Chong Wei. So the play gets underway, or resumes, I should say.
12-5. Yes.
Shuttle just coming across from the adjoining court. Men's doubles on the adjoining court. How many smashes has he won straight down that line already?
Yeah, that's what sort of my opening speech.
Yeah.
Scott Evans really do not have the defence to match such a fierce attack as what Lee Chong Wei is having. And he can really force his way through almost at will.
Yeah. Forced to play the backhand late, deep in that backhand corner, Scott Evans. So a 10-point advantage now, and as you predicted, Morten, Lee Chong Wei just cruising this.
It's once again, you know, we were commentating on Victor Axelsen and Mais yesterday, Holland and Denmark, and it's a similar situation. Obviously, Scott Evans is better than Mais. Lee Chong Wei is possibly better than Victor Axelsen. And I think that we're having a situation here where Lee Chong Wei is simply too good, and Scott Evans do not have the tools in the toolbox to penetrate. He can't really dent him. And it was the same yesterday. It was a fine match, lots of good rallies and so on. Yeah. But every time Victor, he was adding on the pressure, he was winning the rallies, and we have a similar situation here.
Well, it's on a run of 3 straight points, which is good for Scott Evans.
And I think possibly one of the secrets to play with Lee Chong Wei and to beat him is to have a defence strong enough to stop that attack. Because if you can stop the attack, then you can start playing with him. If you can't stop it, just go straight through.
Yeah. There was your reverse slice across court. This winner from Evans.
Yeah, same thing, yeah, always.
Long.
I remember who did that. Obviously you don't know, but when I used to play swing pre, he was never watching it, he was just leaving it and, you know, letting the linesman calling it, and it obviously is out, but it's so annoying to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, it really sort of enforces the confidence. I just know I'm in control.
Absolutely. Been in Denmark for 10 years, saying "come on" in Danish, "kom nu." And had it been in Malaysian, in Bahasa, he would say "tahan."
Please welcome the technical officials.
He's going wide.
9-10.
2 points from the opening game, Lee Chong Wei. Really long off the back line and gaining points have come for Lee Chong Wei after just 15 minutes, and I should think 2 minutes of that
was extra mid-game interval.
Exactly. And you're supposed to be 1 minute, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. That's good.
Yeah.
Really good play. Scott Evans there, nice push and good follow-up. Very decisive.
Oh, it's landed in. Second time of asking, and the opening game to the number 1 seed, Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia. 21-11 in just 16 minutes.
Yeah, that last one he left his way in. Very nice lift. But look at this.
Look how he's just walking back to his base position.
Yeah.
That is a perfect lift. My goodness me. Lee Chong Wei talking to Tae Soo Bok and Hendrawan. Disappointment. Very obvious with Scott Evans.
Put 120 seconds. Put 120 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
So having taken the opening game, 21-11, Lee Chong Wei will want to continue this run of good form, doing just enough that's needed. What you were saying in the opening game about Scott Evans being playing to patterns, and I would describe it as being predictable. There's the straight smash.
That's the straight smash, yes.
Down the line. Now, if you can see it, if I can see it, other players will know it.
Yes.
Why on earth isn't his coaches or he himself working out, I've got to do something a little different?
I haven't got a clue. In all honesty, I don't know. It's puzzles me.
Yeah.
It really does, because seldom you see such a predictable pattern from a player as what you have from Scott Evans.
Yeah, because I know that you and I have talked about players having favourite shots, and that wonderful match that was just before this with PV Sindhu, and
yes.
she has her favourite shots. We know what they are.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot with a lot of different players, but this is more than just favourite shots. This is predictability.
Yes, big time. And as you say, the coaches should have been pointing it out a long time ago. So,
Yeah.
but I think he's opting for the straight smashes, because if he go cross court on the big smashes, he's putting himself too much out of balance, and if they do not penetrate and they just a straight block, he's got to scamper all that diagonal, and he doesn't like that.
No.
So yeah, I understand why he's doing it. There's a purpose to it. It's just so predictable.
Mistake from Lee Chong Wei. on the cross-court drop shot. Morton, it's interesting because I know that Scott Evans, his sporting philosophy is what is stronger. He poses himself a question and he said, what is stronger, fear or hope? Now, I'm wondering if that psychology is affecting the way he's playing.
Yeah, I have to think of that. I'll come back to it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because, you know, most of the time, you know, we read about players and they say, you know, hard work leads to happiness and leads to success and all these sort of things. And the fact that Scott Evans poses himself a question and doesn't know himself whether fear is the influence or whether hope is the influence, it's interesting psychology.
It is, and in this case, both of them, it's a little bit negative, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because are you leaving it to chance and hope, or don't you play the shots in fear of the fact that you can't play them,
or that it may be a failure?
Yeah. Yeah. In my book, a little bit negative, but I would say, obviously, you know, it's a little bit unfair to Scott in the sense that, you know, I know him for so many years, and he have this tendency of blowing hot and cold as well. You know, one match he's playing really well, the next one, don't know what's happening. That you know, players he should beat comfortably, he loses too because for some odd reason he just can't put it together.
Yeah. Yes, and it's unfair as well for us really to try and guess what his philosophy is and his mental approach to the game. I mean, you know, whether an athlete is motivated by fear of failure or by the opportunity to try and win, and, you know, it's wrong for us to pass judgment, really, isn't it?
Oh, you know, in this day and age, you know, everyone is putting themselves out there, and you know, we can ponder.
Yeah, we can ponder.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's just snatched at that. That was an opportunity.
5-all.
Played both football and field hockey to a reasonable standard, did Scott Evans. No, he's a good all-round athlete, there's no question of that. No, he's missed
just
it.
out, yeah, bad luck.
7-5.
What's happening? It's coming straight again.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, this is 6 straight points from 2-5 down. Chong Wei just cruising into the lead. Oh, that's perfect, lovely.
9-5.
won't see this, but I think it was great sportsmanship from Scott Evans. Had to push the shot towards Chong Wei, you know, her serve. But he didn't do it well enough, so he actually almost went under the net and pushed it even further. I like that. That was good. Good to see.
11-5.
Well, it's a run of 9 straight points now for Lee Chong Wei. And 11-5, the advantage at the mid-game interval. Now, I know, Morten, that Rashid Zedek is here in Copenhagen. There's been 1 or 2 things in the media. I haven't really followed it that closely, but I am noticing that it's Hendrowan who is the
assistant coach on this.
On this court.
Yes.
Could well be that there's other Malaysians on court elsewhere, but I had noticed that. I don't know if there's any significance in it at all.
I don't know. I haven't followed it either. You know, maybe we just have to go into the Malaysian papers and see what they're writing about it, because Hendrowan is normally looking to the back of men's English players.
Well, I understand that Rashid Zedek resigned and then was persuaded back in, and don't really know what the situation is, but I do know that he's a good coach, and it would be an awful shame to not use somebody's knowledge and experience to develop players in Malaysia. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, Malaysia is obviously always having this problem that they have enormous expectations.
Yes.
To their players and to the system, to the coaches, to everything. And as soon as players are not performing, you know, they straight away look to how to change it in order to see if they can find a better solution. So it's a tough country to be a badminton player in sometimes.
Yes.
Lots of attention.
Yeah, the lift from Scott Evans not deep enough.
13-5.
Look where Lee Chong Wei's feet are when he lands. That's always a good indicator of how deep the clear or lift was. Well, this is now 11 straight points. Oh, that's nice.
A good one, yeah.
Further, 6-13. Service over.
Well, he's muttering away to himself. The man from Dublin. He was backing off. Having played the low serve, I'm sure you should be looking and threatening towards the net. Well, slight hesitation on the back line there from Lee Chong Wei. We saw a couple of misjudgments from Scott Evans in the opening game, leaving the shuttle and it was landing in. Look at Lee Chong Wei looking back down towards the line.
Yeah, well, I think he's doing the only sensible thing. In doubt, you take it.
Yep. Did remarkably well to get that back, did Lee Chong Wei.
7-15.
Beautiful net tumbler.
Yeah, well played by Scott.
Yep. Nicely done.
Service over. 16-7.
was a well-chosen shot. Just the execution let him down a bit, but I think that was well chosen. I like to see when the baseline is being used in a way like this, not only just playing shots downwards all the time. It makes it too simple, not enough variation. But here, by punching that clear, it's really opening up the full court and making use of that, and I like that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
That's what we talked about in the first game.
Yeah.
You've got to get those cross.
Yeah.
And he did well on that, Scott Evans here. Beautiful defence. So that's what you have to do.
Timing on that had to be pretty special too.
Yeah, it was perfect in all aspects of it. The footwork, the timing, everything. Good shot.
So quick, isn't he, going forward? Lee Chong Wei apologises, hitting his opponent with the shuttle.
Yeah, you've got to play with a small delay. You've got to play with a small disguise. These just very, very straightforward shots. It's simply just too simple.
Yeah.
When you play Lee Chong Wei, you have to push all avenues in order to make him insecure.
18-9.
Overdoing it.
19-9.
Lee Chong Wei of Malaysia now just 2 points away from a place in the quarter-final.
That had to come across. Chong Wei was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Push at the net. Scott Evans should have pushed it down the line. He was lucky to get away with this one.
19.
Just
okay,
watches.
I better get up. That one there, that was a cross-court shot.
Threaded that down the line. Always going to challenge. Well, I suppose you might as well.
Yeah, why not? Well, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, a little wry smile towards his opponent. Well, I've got 2 challenges.
I'll use it.
I'll use it. Yeah, we love it too.
That's definitely in.
Yes.
And he played the shuttle over everything, and he knows that obviously he's going to lose that one. What is it you call it?
Plumb on the line.
Plumb on the line.
Match points for the world #1, Lee Chong Wei.
Match point 11.
Well, he's got more points in the second game than he did in the first. That was always an aim of mine. If I was outclassed, I always wanted to do better in the second game, and then the next time I played against the same opponent, even more.
Yes, that's the spirit.
Second time of asking And that's lovely sportsmanship at the end, exchanging a few words, congratulating each other. And the world #1, Lee Chong Wei, safely through to the quarter-final. 2 straight games.
21-11, 21-12.
Confirmed by the umpire, 21-11, 21-12 in just 36 minutes. Job very well done by Lee Chong Wei.
Here we have the last rally. If you noticed, on a few occasions he's going for that backhand. That's what I wanted to say. He actually took the pedal off.
Yeah.
The foot off the pedal for the last five minutes or so. He was more playing the shots, just waiting for his chances, and eventually now he's deciding to go behind it, but it's not really doing much with it, giving Scott Evans another chance here.
Well, in his 3 matches so far, Lee Chong Wei, nobody has scored more than 12 points against him in a game. The man is in good form. And there we can see, in the quarter-final tomorrow, he'll play against the #6 seed, Wang Xiaming of China, who earlier today defeated Wei Nan of Hong Kong. And of course, a little later on, 2 matches time, we will have Jan Jorgensen, the #3 seed, against Chao Tien Chen. Oh my goodness me, what a thrill it would be for the home fans if it was to be an all-Danish quarter-final. That means they'd be guaranteed a semi-final place, guaranteed a bronze medal. Well, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves.
We never do that. Just occasionally.
Just once or twice we've been known, haven't we?
Yep.
No, we await for the next match on court, which is men's doubles. And more Danes involved here. The silver medalists from the last World Championships, Matthias Bo and Carsten Mogensen, up against the Germans, Michael Fuchs and Johannes Schuttler. Then after that, that men's singles we were talking about with Jan Jorgensen, the #3 seed. And then we go to mixed doubles and the silver medalists from the last World Championships and indeed from the Olympic Games, Xu Chen and Ma Jin. They're in action against Krishnanta and Neo from Singapore. And then the last of our matches, we return once again to men's singles, and Tommy Sugiarto, the #5 seed from Indonesia, up against Hu